Hey, it may be your Memorial Day weekend, but that doesn't mean our sports team isn't busting their butts to get us the best sports highlights. And that's how I wanted to start Delmarva Sports Insider, because it's not a holiday here. We got a lot to go over tonight. We got Trayvon Miles, Jeff Harris, Jonah Restuccio, and myself, Ryan Eldridge, to guide you through it.
That's exactly right. Welcome to the only show giving you an in-depth look at all sports here on the Eastern Shore.
And we're talking about championships
this
week, not playoffs, right?
Yeah, that's
championships.
Right.
We got some titles on the line.
Exactly.
Yeah, and of course, you know, when we talk about titles and we talk about Delmarva, the Eastern Shore, lacrosse.
That's where we start.
Lots of titles.
Yeah, exactly right. Cape Girls Lacrosse going for not one, not two, like LeBron said in South Beach, right? Number 11, looking for their 11th championship last night.
Bill Russell
taking
style
on
right there.
Archmere. That's right, the Vikings coming into this year undefeated. The Elks, the 2 seed in the bracket. It did not matter. Cape got out of the gate quick. Ball movement here, going to find Emily Monagle cutting and finishing right in the crease. It's almost like Cape has been here and done this whole championship thing before. Things still going Cape's way later on. Chloe Schaefer muscling her way past the defense, throwing a low-angle shot. She had 4 goals at the half.
All right, Archer finds some success against this Cape defense, though. Megan Riley works the free position shot to get it to within a 7-goal lead at the half. I guess that's close. The juggernaut, though, keeps rolling. Schaefer gonna find Aaliyah Marshall. That girl, is good at lacrosse. Makes a move, and that's all the space she needs. Cape, the dynasty, continues their 11th straight state championship, the final 15-8.
It's kind of just been, we just keep plugging along, you know. That Decatur game, that first half was a disaster. We were a mess, you know what I mean? And part of it was we lost 10 seniors, so we were just finding ourselves, and by the second half we put it together, and it's just been about using each other, finding each other, trusting each other, and playing for your teammates.
I mean, I know you're going to say it's impressive, but I want to second that and say it's really, really impressive because, as you know, over the course of 11 years, when it comes to high school and college athletics, nobody is the same. I mean, this is a completely different group of girls every year.
Yeah, and one of the things I think is really impressive, they are on their 2nd or 3rd head coach in these 11 years.
Right.
You think about what it takes to build a program, countless volunteers, of course the players, and you never know what you're going to get in 11 years.
No.
One big thing, the pressure year in and year out that these ladies face, and they come up every single year against it.
Yeah, you know the
this is
feeling.
one of the streaks that we're going to see go down in Delaware State history.
Yeah, forget about the Golden State Warriors this time of year. It's all about the Cape Henlopen Vikings and their girls lacrosse team. This is phenomenal what they have been able to do. I think it's 2008 was the first time that they won this championship. So we're talking about freshmen in high school. And they just continue piling it on, showing my age. But phenomenal job by Cape Henlopen. We say it every year, so congratulations to Cape. Now, we have some softball, I believe, to get to. And for that, let's send it over to Jonah.
I don't want to keep harping on this, but what were you guys doing in 2008? It's been a long time. We'll stick with the defending champ theme in Delaware. Smyrna softball, they had themselves a chance to move on to a 2nd straight state championship. Eagles hosting undefeated DMA earlier this week. The Seahawks get out in front early. Nikki Elliott, sacrifice fly, scores Sam Freeland for the 1-0 lead. Through the first few innings, Graceland Frost holding the Eagles scoreless. She fanned 7 on the day. Smyrna, they'd get their run back in the 3rd. Runners on 1st and 3rd. Alexis Moore steals 2nd and heads up base running by Lakin Zay as she steals home. That score would stay that way into the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs, Zoe Wilcox gets an infield single. So with a runner on, Zay up, she blasts one to the wall. Wilcox, you saw her running there from first. Could she beat the throw? She gets in just before it. Smyrna on to the state championship with the walk-off 2-1 win.
I didn't want it to be my last game. I mean, I'm not playing in college. This is my last game ever, and it wasn't going to be my last. I wasn't going to allow it. We're just ready to play. We really want to just go out there as hard as we can, a team effort. That's why at the end of the game we were cheering all in, because it's really truly a team effort. It's not me, it's not Zoe, it's not anyone. It's just a team effort altogether.
So this is what we got up next. Eagles going for their 2nd straight state title against the #1 seed Caravel, who sits at a 12-5 record. First pitch is set for 1 p.m. in Roxana. These two teams have met before this year. Back on May 3rd, the Eagles, a 10-0 win. The Mercy Rule. So anything can happen in these playoffs. We're not going to say who's going to win, as we've seen so far. Anything can happen. To the DIAA baseball tournament. This one took 2 days to finish. Delmar and Conrad yesterday. Dylan Rodriguez tallies an RBI single to left. Luke Waters scores to make it 2-0. The Red Wolves would cut the deficit in half in the third. Brendan Haywood with the sac fly scoring Kyle Walker. So with the severe weather striking the area yesterday, this one postponed and finished up today. So 2-1 in the fifth. Runner on third for Rodriguez again, who blasts a triple to left center. So that makes it 3-1 Cats. And in the bottom of the seventh, Delmar with a 6-1 lead. Caden Parker, he would shut the door. Wildcats, they're moving on to round two. They got a long road trip ahead. They draw undefeated and top seed Apo on Saturday. So with Delmar's win, here is what round two is shaping up to look like for the Henlopen Conference teams. All of these games on Saturday. Number 9 Concord will visit Delaware State Player of the Year Michael Warrington and Sussex Tech. St. Mark's will travel to a tough Dover squad. Defending state champion Cape Henlopen will have their hands full against neighbor Milford. And the Easiac rep, Delmarva Christian, they had a walk-off in round one and get Wilmington Friends in round two. DIAA girls soccer tournament. Ryan, I know you're excited about this one. Sussex Tech in Middletown in the quarters. Tech in scoring position early. Taylor Wolf stops the corner to keep it knotted at 0. A few possessions later, Cavs threatening. Caleb Bradley blocks the shot and then blocks another. Time running down to the half. Haley Rohr with the free position kick. Val Wheaton comes out of the goal to stop the threat. So no score yet, still tied at 0. Second half, Zoe Center volleys it over the defender. Almost gets it in, but Wheaton, 16 saves on the night, comes up with this one out of nowhere. And in double overtime we go, still tied at 0. Caitlin Lee gets the deflection off the defender, and that's the game-winning goal. Middletown on to the semis, a heartbreaker for Sussex Tech, 1-0 the final there. So here's where the DIAA girls soccer tournament stands right now. On Wednesday, semifinal action, a rematch of the Division I title game from last year, Padua and Caesar Rodney. Padua took that one last year, and in Division II, 4-seed Indian River going against number 1 Caravel. That one is scheduled for Tuesday at 8 p.m. Both of these games, guys, are at Dover.
Awesome. So we're going to do a full breakdown of all the soccer action tonight, and let's discuss our thoughts about the game. No, I want to, but
you want to. I know you do.
Yeah, we can't forget.
Next week.
I know they only give us so much time, right? We can't forget the DIAA boys lacrosse tournament, right?
That's exactly
also
right.
Exciting.
Cape girls were the number 1 seed. Remember, as were the boys this year, the number 1 seed Vikings, opening up their playoffs on Wednesday, taking on Apo. And Cape, like they normally do, and like the girls team, wasting no time, to get on the board. Greg Boyce, why not? Just take it myself. Working inside, beating the keeper top shelf to open the scoring. Apo getting some offense going. Connor Garrison working backside, spinning his way through the defense. Get this, guys. The Jags have a 3-1 lead.
No, Cape's in trouble.
Yeah, thought no one in Lewis. Cape knows what they're doing. Luke D'Ambrosi to Blake Gimco at the top. He's going to snipe one pass. So the Vikings go up 8 at half after being down 3-1. I don't know how that works out. That's called a great run. The initial shot missed there. One more time.
That's a shot
Cape
right there. Down low?
Adam Techman cranking a shot down low for an easy goal. Cape moving on to the next round with a 17-5 win.
All right, here we go. More area teams in competition play. Second round matchup getting underway tomorrow. 10th seeded Caesar Rodney going to take on the 2nd seed Tatnall. Now, we also want to mention some news out of Delaware as well. This is impressive. The Indian River boys volleyball team, there we go, show some love. First ever state championship. Big congrats. Exactly. They were the number 1 seed, entering undefeated. Didn't even drop a set all year. Go on to win the state championship.
Impressive
so
squad.
Big congratulations.
I don't think they dropped a set in the playoffs. So that's very impressive as well.
Wow. You talk about runs like the Warriors from the Cape girls. That's pretty dynastic right there. They keep that thing rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
Takeaways from Delaware, what do we got?
I think what's really impressive right now, and everybody has to look at this, I think we have a shot at the Henlopen taking every single state title in this spring season. I'm putting that out there.
Wow.
Didn't think we're going to be that busy based off of the first 2 rounds in Maryland. Now we get over to Delaware, and we have a lot of teams to cover. We're going to get it later. But we're going to be on the road tomorrow for a very long time and for a good reason.
We will. You're exactly right. And we got a whole lot of things coming up tomorrow. That's going to do it for the A Block. When we return, we absolutely cannot forget about the Bayside. 3 more teams lining up to live in history tomorrow. State championship previews when we return.
Hi, my name is Emily Monagle from Cape and Lippin High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.